Hello, everybody. I'm Mike the Man, and welcome to my channel. So, here's a statement that's been brought to my attention a few months ago, and my first reaction was, I ain't gonna touch it. But I am going to do it now. And here's my trigger warning. The statement deals with the term rape, and I am analyzing the meaning behind it. What are the intentions of the person who made the statement? And well, you will see. So if you think you're going to be triggered, please turn off right now, or turn off this video at this particular moment, because a subject matter like this, the one thing I cannot do is hold back. I have two choices. I either ignore something completely, or I say it as it is. And I don't believe in sugarcoating anything, simply because I feel like it's more offensive to do that, and it downplays what some people are dealing with, struggling with, trauma-wise. And the statement is from Sheriff Eric Craddock, I believe Sumner County, right? By the way, I looked him up, and it said something about is he living in Gallatin? Is he from Gallatin? Is there any chance he may actually be related to the Bowersoxes? Or because I made a comment that he had there was one of you guys posted a picture of him on X, and I said he has the same dull facial expression as has Chris Foot. And one of you guys said they're probably related. And yeah, it's very possible that they are distantly related. I don't know. If you know something, always feel free to immediately comment. Let me know what you know. This is a team thing. So I think that was it 2023, or was it no, I think the statement actually was from 10 years ago, right? Because on my end it says, geez, I should have thought about that, right? One moment, let me look. 23 June 13. So that makes me think it would be June 23rd of 2013, right? That would have been before he was a sheriff, but already in law enforcement, right? Right? So, Mr. Wonka, he replied to somebody, and I haven't checked what it is in reply to. But here's a statement by Eric Craddock. Craddock. And by the way, watch my video about his statement about the Sebastian Reuters case. He is in no hurry to solve this case. Solving this case would bring a huge embarrassment to his department. And they have failed to. It took them 3 days to finally say, something's wrong here. I think, what do you think? And then, he said there was a 180-degree turn, meaning looking back at the Proudfoots. I've talked about it in a previous video. Feel free to watch it, guys. What kind of guy is he? Eric Craddock said, rape is such a strong word. I prefer snuggle, struggle. So, one thing he does not do is downplay rape. He says, such a strong word. He acknowledges that rape is a serious crime. But the question is, what is his definition of rape? So yeah, he probably thinks about a woman walking alone at night, getting assaulted, something like that. Just the type that we uh, hear about from time to time. And so he doesn't say rape is no big deal, or what, I have better things to worry about than rape, and so on and so on. No, he didn't say that. He is telling us rape is a serious issue. But, but, what is his definition? And what he introduces is the term snuggle, which normally would be used, I would say, in a relationship, not just a date, but a real relationship. More likely than not, a couple living together. Snuggling, something like at night in the evening when you're in front of the TV, or fireplace, if you want to get extra romantic about it. This shows me that when it comes to anything that's going on within a relationship setting, he has a hard time associating something with rape. So what I'm talking about, of course, is the term marital rape, or relationship rape, if that is a term. I haven't heard the term before, but something like that, right? Marital rape, relationship rape. Snuggle, struggle. So a struggle resulting from the snuggle, leading to what? The law, people, the law would consider rape. That term is too strong of a word for him. He does not take this seriously. And everything I'm saying is my opinion and my opinion only. But there are two levels that need to be examined very closely here. And the first is, what is his definition of rape? And is he serious about following the law? He is paid to enforce the law, not the laws that he agrees with, which in itself is a major red flag. Because if somebody who is in law enforcement is telling you, okay, well, the law says this and the law says that, but to be honest with you guys, yeah, it's a felony, but guess what, man? I mean, I prefer snuggle struggle. And now watch this. He doesn't say, I'd rather call it, or I call it snuggle struggle. He actually says prefer. I prefer snuggle struggle. Do I need to spell it out, what this actually indicates? To prefer, be as in being into something? You see, we have only 2 sentences here. And sure, this will not be a very long video. But there's a lot in these 2 short sentences. Date rape, no, because the snuggling part, that goes beyond, I think. I mean, I'm thinking about two people who live together and then the snuggle turns into something else. And he feels the need to talk about this. For what reason? We say what we say for very good reasons. Because maybe he wants to make himself feel better about something. Maybe he wants to get a so-called point across. Maybe he wants to normalize something that he is okay with or himself doing. So even though many of the people who have brought this to my attention are, not necessarily statement analysts, this is one of those statements that just stands out. And if you have intuition, I always say, use it. Let it guide you. Just because you may not realize immediately what all there is to it, or could be to it. You see, the intuitive part is the beginning. That is the indicator. And it's always important to figure out, where do we begin? And I say again and again, statements that stand out to you, that strike you as strange, significant, awkward, or offensive, creepy, whatever you want to call it, dangerous, criminal, you name it. Follow this intuition. Craddock is telling us rape is a serious thing, but something that happens within a relationship, he prefers. And this term does not apply according to him.